In today's video, we are going to be talking about David Rockefeller, Dave Chapelle, how your iPhones and MacBooks are pretty much CIA spy devices, what just happened in Mosul, the latest terrorist attacks, and yeah, how you just lost more freedom online this week in the United States, plus a lot more, since I think it would be a great idea for everyone who's disillusioned with what's happening all around the world to give you a weekly recap video of all the crazy ish that happened last week that, of course, the establishment and mainstream media don't want you to know. So if you like this idea, let me know what your viewership, and I will continue to make videos like this every Sunday. Now, today is March 26, 2017, and last week was, pretty freaking crazy. Now, starting in Iraq, we have a Kurdish news outlet reporting how the U.S. coalition bombed several houses where civilians were taking shelter in, which led to an estimated 237 deaths. Now, of course, the U.S. mainstream media largely did not cover this incident, and the U.S. coalition, after going back and forth saying that they didn't do it, that they might have done it, that it was ISIS, finally came out and said, oh, yeah, we did that. Now, the number of civilians killed is still unknown, but of course, this is a horrible incident that will lead to tremendous blowback. Meanwhile, in Yemen, people took to the streets to protest the second anniversary of the US-UK Saudi-led war in their country that has killed thousands of innocent people and created a humanitarian crisis that has left the majority of the country literally starving. Now, the right and pro-Trump media have been silent on this issue, and now you would think the left and the mainstream media that have been viciously attacking Donald Trump on all these theories would make an issue out of this massive collateral damage incident and Trump's continuation of the war on Yemen as a major talking point, since these incidences that happened are the #1 recruitment tool for radical Islamic terrorists and ISIS. And then because innocent women and children were killed by U.S. coalition bombing forces, we have people who statistically have a higher chance of being inbred and having lower IQs decide to become terrorists and create terrorism in the West, like we saw this week in London, where Khalid Massoud decided to target innocent civilians and go on a rampage outside of the UK Parliament. Now, of course, there's nothing justifying this terrorist attack, and I will make a full video tomorrow explaining how this problem is duplicitous. There was also another similar terrorist attack attempt averted in Belgium right after the one in London, which sparked me to ask the question, where is the mass surveillance program that has been exposed by WikiLeaks that spies on virtually everyone that has been promised by the state would stop such events, especially since the London terrorist attacker had previous convictions, was known to police, and traveled to Saudi Arabia often. You know, the country that's the #1 exporter of Wahhabism, extremism, and kills gays and persecutes women. Oh yeah, the US and UK are working with them to bomb Yemen. Anyway, in other tech news, the US Senate had an important vote in order to allow ISPs to sell your internet history and end your online privacy rules, which of course the good corporatocracy that they represent and are voted yes on, which means now on December 4, 2017, ISPs will be able to sell your web browsing history and app usage history to advertisers. With that happening, WikiLeaks released Project Dark Matter, where it released the CIA tools that infiltrated MacBooks and iPhones and showed how the CIA hacked these Apple devices in a way that users could not fix. Now, even though WikiLeaks said that they would share their vulnerabilities with Apple, Apple was dissing WikiLeaks for some reason and are saying that they do not negotiate with WikiLeaks because they have supposedly fixed these CIA loopholes, which in my personal opinion is malarkey. Oh yeah, also this week, billionaire, banker, globalist kingpin David Rockefeller passed away at the age of 101, leaving the mainstream media, George W. Bush, Bill and Hillary Clinton paying tribute to their late friend. And as they all mourned, the internet celebrated, bringing up the fact that he was the founder of many secret societies, how he openly called for population control, pulled the strings between many powerful government institutions, and I could go on, leaving me to make a statement saying, well, we should stick to the facts here, but at the same time, we shouldn't really be celebrating and dancing on someone's grave. It's just a little distasteful. Also, Dave Chapelle came out with a new Netflix special this week where he discussed JFK's assassination, the Tuskegee experiments, forced vaccinations, how AIDS and Ebola were weapons in order to eliminate unwanted populations, and a lot more red pills were given out through that Netflix special, showing you how much controversial truths you could actually bring up when you're not beholden to a corporate conglomerate advertising agency like a television show, which we have to give some respect to Dave Chapelle and Netflix for taking this risk, allowing the viewers viewers to decide what they want to watch and what is popular, instead of being dictated to us by the controllers of media. And yeah, it's a mass hit, even though some people are getting butthurt about it. Which brings me to the last topic today. YouTube, which has been desperately trying to be like Netflix, has started their purge against independent media and the truth. Major advertisers have pulled ads from YouTube in a widening boycott, with companies like PepsiCo, Walmart, and Starbucks who are saying that they don't want their advertisements showed with radical content. Now, they're not talking about the ISIS videos that are put on YouTube. They're talking about people who are, quote, racist, Islamophobic, controversial. Which leads me to the question, when did advertisers have any ethics at all? Oh yeah, never. Because what this really is a push by the corporatocracy in order to eliminate a true and honest discussion online by pushing YouTube to screw over people who tell you the truth and threaten the establishment. And that's exactly what's happening with this channel that you're watching right now being heavily hit ever since this announcement, with us getting screwed in the algorithm. Our likes to view ratio are totally off. Countless numbers of videos have been demonetized even though they're not controversial, and making people like me lose 3/4 of my income, which I did last week because of this new YouTube purge. And it's not just me being hit, it's also a lot of other independent journalists and reporters out there who are taking the greatest risk that they could, putting everything on the line, and deciding that they're going to be beholden to what's actually happening in this world, reporting honestly for viewers, since their content is monetized and, if popular, allows them to live free and independently of any control. And now the major advertisers or YouTube are saying, well, not anymore. And I'm getting screwed heavily. So in this new world of censorship and PC culture, it's extremely important that you vote with your dollar, support independent media, because ultimately with the way things are going, with what just started last week, there's no way I could continue my operation like I used to before. So if you can, go to patreon.com/wearechange and support us. And if you can't, I totally understand, and share this video, get it out there. Also, let me know what you think in the comment section below of these weekly wrap-up videos every Sunday for you. If you liked it, if you think it sucked, if you think my nose is too big, if my hairline's too balding, let me know. If you think I'm Putin's son, let me know all of that in the comment section below, since I always deeply appreciate your feedback. Even though you guys are cray sometimes, I still love you from the bottom of my heart for watching and being a part of this technological information revolution happening right in front of us. Stay tuned, we're gonna have a lot more coverage coming here your way on youtube.com/wearechange. Okay, so you could stop watching this video. I'm actually asking you to click out of this video and stop watching it, because the reason I'm probably just going to be sitting here for another minute or two twiddling my thumb is because my video is originally 7 minutes. And supposedly to this new YouTube algorithm that they have in place, if your videos are highly edited and are longer format, they do better in the algorithm, and they do something that YouTube originally did, and was show your videos to the people who are subscribed to you. They're not doing that anymore. They're rarely doing that, as we're getting a lot of notifications of people saying, I don't even get to see your videos. Supposedly there's this new unwritten algorithm, so YouTubers and content creators like myself are coerced towards creating formats of videos that are similar to Netflix videos, or more edited videos, more high quality videos. And the reason they're doing that is because we're seeing this all throughout all these other social media outlets. We see Facebook trying to become YouTube, you see YouTube trying to become Netflix, you see Netflix trying to become HBO. All these people are always destroying their own platforms, good platforms that they had. Ultimately, because they have this grass is on the greener kind of attitude, which I think is autistic and retarded. So yeah, you're literally watching me here just ramble, explaining to you why I'm rambling for a minute or two, hoping that I'm able to convince the algorithm, yeah, this is longer format. Yeah, you should actually allow the people who want to see my stuff to see it. They don't do that. So yeah, now you got me here twiddling my... You're still watching. I don't know why. Why are you still watching? There's no point. This may go on for a little bit longer, to be honest with you. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Thank you.